All right, where are we? We are at the beginning of the week. I'm in my Autodic and I'm going to play some Tour 8. I need to do a walkthrough video, a scouting report for the North. I might do that later on today, but I need to grind it out. I'm trying to get this account to Tier 3, and I'm going to try and match it up completely as far as trophy count, tier level, weekly stuff, everything with Dunner's account so we can try and get matched up. That might work. It might not work. Who knows? What is the golden shot this week? What is the golden shot? If you don't watch Tommy stuff, the one thing it's definitely worth watching is the golden shot. I don't watch. I like to go out there and just wing it. Let's see. Let's see if we can wing this one. I don't even know which hole. Okay, this is the better of the three holes. Maybe. Maybe. What was I doing in the tournament on this? A lot. What are my, must be taking this with a wood. What's the wood? I think the wood's 50%, right? 50%. All right, let's go. Let's go wing it. See which way the wind's blowing. 7.6 wood. 7.6 divided by 2. Let's do 5 rings. Let's do 5 rings. Why not? This ball doesn't have any seems like a little bit more. Five rings. Let's get lined up with the wind. See if we can get anything. If we can get any prize. I think I need to lean just a little. And I hit it great. So that makes me lean even more. So that'll definitely miss. Close. Shit, that's probably the closest I came to a hole-in-one on that hole all week. What did we get? 3 berserkers. That's the key right there. All right. Let's go play some Tour 8. Forget that stuff. See if we can get a couple wins in Tour 8 and bring me up in the weekly. I think I'm an expert 2 right now, so Dunners and Masters. I don't think any of that shit matters. Technically, if you look in your, it's funny because when you're out on the course, like who you can get matched up with. But I was looking through my tournament bracket the other day, and there was people in the tournament bracket that were Masters, Expert, Pro, Rookie. One person had 1,280 trophies. One person had 4,200 trophies. But I'm not sure. If you think about it, you should be able to get matched up with any single person in your bracket when you're playing in a tournament. So, and I need to fix my bags. I got them set up for the tournament, and I don't know that I have a bag that I want to play on this hole. But you should be able to get matched up with anybody in the tournament that's in your bracket, but I don't think that you can. I don't. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but yeah, that wind blows. That wind blows, and I don't have this bag set up properly. And that bag hits further. I'm not sure my Guardian hits further on that. Let's run it all. Actually, let's take this bag. We will run it all. 2, 4, 6, 8. And get lined up somewhat with the wind. Isn't it perfect? I'm not sure why you were saying wow and doing the whole thing. Don't want to hear you talking, bro. Don't want to hear it. This is where a big dog Cataclysm would come in really handy because it's got lots and lots of topspin. See if my opponent can get up there where they want to get. I was talking to my buddy, my teammate Kyle. We were talking about bag setup for one-on-one, and he mentioned the only bag that he plays with one-on-one, it's got a Thor's hammer in it. And I really haven't played that much with a Thor's hammer. To be honest with you, I didn't even think about playing with Thor's hammer. But he's right. That would be a great club for it. Let's move the wind, because that is going to adjust it. It is going to pull it off. It's like one ring great to the left. See if I can just get it up there and get into my stay out of the rough. I think I need to take a little bit of wind off from that spot. 0.9 times whatever the wind is. And I'm probably going to be in max rapier, which is 1.2 per ring. It might be a mid. Might. I think about where the pin's out will be max. And if I pull it back and run topspin on it, I might be able to eke it into mid. It's 1.2 at max and 2.4 at mid. At least that's how I play it. What I need to do is hit perfect. If I hit perfect, it'll go in the freaking hole. If I don't hit perfect, it will not go in the hole. And there's max. There's mid. Can I get there? I can. 4.4 divided by 2.4. 1.65 rings. 165. There's 165. I think I rubbed it with my hand. I might have changed the angle. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. In the hole. My opponent probably wasn't very happy about that. They seem like they were one of those people that bitches because you're setting your shot up. Hey, I get my 30 seconds just like you got yours. And now you're going to bitch like, well, you're just setting your shot up, you bastard. You're just taking all the time and setting it up so you try and make it. That's all bullshit. Doesn't it feel like that's what they're saying when they emoji spam you and they're like, yeah, I'm waiting. They give you the waiting face or something. Like, dude, why are you setting your shot up? You're not going to make it. And then when you make it, then they get all pissy about it. It's like, well, dude. Okay, Cataclysm is, I guess at that level, it's like 1.8 per ring. And they hit it 2 rings great to the left, which actually helped them. It did. 8.21. 8.21. Now, there is a rough bump you can do here, but I am not going to do the rough bump. I'm mid-club. Mid. $6.9 times, how close can I get down here? 1.15. I'm going to do 793. Even though I'm at mid club, I'm going to do a max pull. There's 5, 6, 7, 9, 3. Isn't it perfect? See if I can win a shootout. See if it's possible. Good distance to the cup. My distance was perfect. Let's replay them. Let's see if they want to talk shit. Now let's see if they want to replay. What's up, baby? All right, that was only like an hour. I had to take my dog to the groomer, and my wife came out and goes, "Hey, you need to take the dog to the groomer." So here I am. Here we are. Okay, what are we doing? We're playing Tour 8. Let me get my calculator working again. Jeez. Hey, I have something. I have something. Oh, I did that already. I did it. The Nordic Fjords. Isn't Nordic Fjords in, yeah, so if you're playing Tour 8, you're going to get an opportunity to see what Nordic Fjords is like. I can tell you if you're playing tournament play, Nordic Fjords can be you can burn through some balls. In Rookie, especially if you're trying not to do overpowered stuff, you're just trying to hit it out there, you will go through some, you can go through some bigger balls. It's not like, oh, damn it, I keep forgetting to put it in a different bag. Dang it. Dang it. Need to put it in a bag that's got a big dog in it. And that'll just put me farther away from the hole, so my sniper will be even that much shorter. We'll see. I don't think I've ever hit it. You never hit it out on this side during tournament play. You always go to the left over that little sand trap and lay it up, and then drive straight at it with a sniper. There is a way you can do a max overpower hook to try and get over to the other side, and I've seen several people do it, but I can tell you it's a risky ass deal that doesn't always work out, and if it doesn't work out exactly like you want, you're screwed. I will forfeit this match to get one of those balls, dude. Boom. Now you're screwed. Rats. Yeah. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? That is not good. Not good. That wind's pretty straight up. Pretty straight. One ring great to the right. That should be all right. It wants to drift a little bit here at the end and end up in that rough right there to the right of me, but that'll at least give me a shot. That should be another one of those mid rapier shots. 0.9. I'm going to take off 10% of the wind times whatever the wind is, divided by 2.4. Okay, I got my opponent halfway on the hook. All I got to do is set it. I'm a big fan when you're playing one-on-one. I got to remember, yeah, there we go. Rough to rough to rough. Rough to sand, sand to rough. Once you're in the rough, it's easy to end up back in the rough. There's Max. So I'm at mid-club. 6.4. 2.4 rings. 2.4 rings. There's 2, 4. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, ball. In the hole. In the hole. I took 10% off on that shot. I really think that from distance, you probably need to take 10% off going, like if you land on that spot going to that. It's a long sniper shot. And it seems to me, remembering, like looking at this hole for the upcoming tournament, that if you're taking the sniper shot to it, you need to leave your ball guide just a little short of the hole. It does roll out. See if my opponent can get in the hole. I'm really just blown away that we're in one-on-one and my opponent's got a precision ball. Like, how many of these did you buy? Like, do you play in tournaments? Because, like, that would be a really handy ball in a lot of tournaments. There we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's see if Jim will replay. I guess not. Guess not. Let's see if we can win a few. Let me clear out a slot. That way if somebody does want to replay, I can, I've got room for them. Wishful thinking, hoping that, I'm going to win 2 in a row. I think that's one of the, you got to play the golf pass. Let me fix my bag here. Okay, bag number 1, that's a standard bag. Bag number 2, that's a standard bag. Bag number 3, let me put in a big dog. Big dog, big dog. If you get that Cataclysm to level 6, it's better. But right now, the big dog has got it beat. But when the Cataclysm gets to level 6, it picks up the same accuracy, but it picks up topspin and backspin, and it's actually a little bit better. I think the main thing is ball guide. I think everything else is pretty well the same, but ball guide's a little better. Just for that hole. And then I'm going to take, I need to start, I actually think I should, it's 64, so at 50% it's 2. So taking 3 off, it's 1.7 per ring. Let me write that down. 1.7. Do I have that on my notes? Big Tapa? Big? Or excuse me, Thor's hammer. I don't even have a Thor's hammer written on my cheat sheet. Probably should look up stuff for it. Let's select it. Let's select that Thor's hammer. I'm going to switch this to a Guardian. All right, and I'm going to switch this to a Hornet. Hornet. All right, I got bag set up. I'm going to try. I'm going to try out the Thor's hammer. Like I said, I don't play with the Thor's hammer. I haven't played with it very much. When I first started playing and I got to Tour 9, this is the only club that I actually, when it got to level 5, to tell you how much I haven't played this account, I had it at level 5 within about 4 or 5 months after the game came out. And when I got to Tour 9, I actually bought 12 cards. I was 12 short and I bought 12 cards, which is quite expensive. That shit adds up, 100, 120. It starts to add up when you buy 12 of them to get it to level 5, because this is it was a great club. You needed the backspin. All right, just looking at it, just making sure I know what it looks like. Let's go play some with the Thor's hammer. I think I can probably count on my hands how many times I played with a Thor's hammer. I did play in Tour 9 with a Thor's hammer for a little bit, but I like the one thing that the Thor's hammer doesn't have is the curl, and I play with a lot of curl. Not on the second shots, but drives I do set up shots. I do a lot of blind curl shots. I use curl all the time. I suppose if I get my APOC to level 7, which it's a year and a day away from level 7, I will, I need to bring out a bigger hitting glove. Here we go. Six. There's 4, 5. There's 6. That puts me almost 2 ranks into power. A little bit of curl and some overpower. Isn't it perfect? We'll see if I got the overpower right for. I think I did. Whoa down, whoa down, whoa, 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 Whoa down. Some of these holes like this that are one-shot par fours and one-on-one are tough, because if you don't make it over, like if you're on a par five, you could recover. But these holes right here, if you don't get your drive right, you're screwed. It seems like you need to put some curl on that, but maybe that's just me. Once again, hit a lot of those drives with curl. My opponent has some serious work to do. Still got a little bit of work to do, a little bit left on the table. And I might have missed. Whew. Good thing wind was a factor. Usually from that distance, wind, it really isn't that big of a factor, but wind was a factor. So if I'd hit it perfect, I'd have came in on the other side of the cup. A great to the right would have missed completely. I was hedging my bet by putting it where I did. I didn't think wind was going to be a factor, but if it was, I'd give myself a great to the left and a perfect. If wind wasn't a factor, I'd give myself a great to the right and a perfect. If I aimed right at the flagpole, there's a good chance if I hit a great to the left or the right, I would have missed completely. When you're really close and you're on the fringe, you want to aim right at the flagpole, because you're so close that you will, if you get a great to the right or the left, you'll make it. But when you're a little bit further back, like where I was at, hedging your bet's not a bad idea. I should have replayed. I should have asked them to replay. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? It was Dunner's fault. That's the deal. Anything goes wrong, you can blame it on Dunner. All right. We got plenty of time. What's up, little girlie? Where's your brother? Where is he? Come here. Come and see Daddy. Almost average. No putts to give. All right, I guess we're just making them from distance. Just going to make them from distance. Hopefully I had a great tournament. I was kind of rushed on the weekend round. I was trying to get everything in, and I had fun. My scores didn't reflect the funness that I had, but I did have a lot of fun this weekend. I had opportunities. I gave myself some opportunities, and I swirled the cup, and I had a lot of really close misses. Most of the drives, I think probably 17 out of 18 holes, in my 77 account at least, I gave myself a shot at it. Max. No way you're getting over. Six, 8. There's 4, 5. There's 3. There's 6, 8. Getting it perfect. See if I pulled out to the left enough to make it so that I could do a max curl shot. Once again, I'm going to be in that max rapier or mid rapier deal. And I've been adding on, I think from distance I was adding on like 20% on this hole, but I may just add on like 10% from where I'm at. I got a shot at it. I put myself in a position. I gave myself a good shot at it. Let's make sure my opponent doesn't emoji spam me. It might be. I think I am a mid club. There's Max. There's in the mid. Running top spin. .9, 4.1 rings. There's 4, 1. Hitting it perfect. Getting a whole ball. Go home. Ooh. Slightly over pulled it. Hold on. Okay, little girl. One has to hang out. All right. All right. What did I do on that? I must not have pulled it enough. I added on 10%, but like I said, from distance, I've been adding on 20. If I'd added on 20 there, it would have been 4.45 instead of 4.1, and that would have been perfect. So I guess 20 is the number. Wow, that's a big difference. 4.45 at 20%, 4.07. So 4/10 of a ring. That would have put me right on it. I was just thinking it looked like I was as close as I was, that maybe it wasn't as big a number. Whew, a lot of rings. .5 rings. There's 10, 5. Hitting it perfect. Still going to end up in front of it. I did a 30% there, but I think I need to do like a 50% when they were going against headwind. There's several holes in the game, these par threes, that I can think of every time I say this. There's a hole that comes to mind, and I have no idea what course it's on. But if you're playing in headwind, I love playing that hole in headwind in shootouts, because most people will go there, and like if you're playing in sidewind, it's like a 10% adjustment. If you're playing in tailwind, it's like maybe a 20% adjustment. But if you're playing in headwind, it's a 50% adjustment, or you're going to end up clipping the rough on your second bounce. And you see people do it all the time. And in the shootouts, that tends to happen a lot, where you get headwind in the shootout and stop, don't roll. Give me a shot at it. And I think this hole might be one of those too, because I've played this a lot with headwind, and I'm always like way the hell off. I'm always in front. I did a 30% right there, and I did it at max club, and I was at mid. And I still was like 3 or 4 or 5 squares from where I put the shot set up, so the wind is super affecting it. Super. Still got plenty of time. Let's clear another one. Make sure we have 2 just in case. Ooh, I got a Grim Reaper. Look at that. I'm done for the day. I got that Grim Reaper. Have you ever opened up a chest and got every club card you were looking for? Now, maybe on one club you needed one and you got one, but like you got all of them? No. We're freaking farmers. Farmers. I said I was going to play with that Thor's Hammer bag, and I haven't played a single hole with it yet. Not a single hole. I think I can get over there with that wind. I think I can. a little teeny bit of curl. If I leave the wind in. 3/8. Let's push that forward working wind back in. Put a little bit of curl on to bring it back to the fairway. Hit it perfect. And let's see if I achieved this miraculous goal. I think it's going to clip the rough right here. Of course it is. Are you going to get out of the rough? Hell no. Too much curl. Too much curl. There's a max overpower hook shot you can do here, but I'd have to bring out a katana in pro. Quasar is not quite enough distance and not quite enough side spin. You can't, you're trying to hit across from the finger over here on the right hand side over to where I'm at, but where you catch it with a Quasar as far as distance, you'd need a big tailwind. You might be able to do it with this little bit of tailwind, just enough to throw you forward so you can get into a narrower part, but the side spin helps as well. In rookie, I play the max overpower hook shot because you can get right off the green. It's a short chip to get up. All right, all right. Nirvana. There's max. Where is max? There's max. There's mid. So I'm at 3/4. Now I'm eking towards mid. I'm going to do 4 per ring. So 9.6 divided by 4. 2.88 rings. 2.88 rings. Say 2.9 just to be generous. 2.9. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Got a shot. Got a shot at it. Didn't pull it enough. I did a 20% adjustment on that. They're in the catbird seat. Let's see if they use their thorn with backspin or if they just try and roll it up there. Never really played that much with a thorn. A thorn's another club I haven't played that much with. I played with it for a short period of time because you get it, I believe, before you get the Hornet. And once I got my Hornet to like level 4, I think I played with it pretty much exclusively until I screwed up and maxed it out. I really wish that my Hornet would have been the club that I didn't max out as far as epics or rares go. I loved it when it was at level 8, but when I got it to level 9 and it changed the accuracy numbers, I just cannot get it to hit like it did before. But the Kingfisher hits excellent, especially when you get it up. Kingfisher's definitely worth it. If you play a lot of rookie, you're going to get a lot of Kingfisher cards if you play tournaments and stuff because it's a Tour 3 club, and that is definitely a club that's worth putting your points in. Because when it gets to level 7, it's awesome. And I will never upgrade it to level 8. At level 8, I think it's going to be like the Hornet. It gets 100% accurate, and it works really, really well at level 8. It's a draw. It's a draw. See? It's a draw. Let's see if we can get a star above our name and win. All right. All right. You're way the hell downhill here. If you worked a little bit harder, you could get higher above. Can you get higher above the shot than that? That is way the hell above the shot, buddy. the ball looks like, from that angle, it looks like it's going to go way right, and then it comes back, and now it's on the left-hand side. Nice shot. Nice shot. I can beat that. I can. Max 8 divided by 1.1, 9.45 rings. .45 rings. There's 9.45. Oh, fucking I hit great. Arrgh. Distance. Need to remember how much backspin to put on there. The deal with these shootouts is it's always about distance. If you were to stop at the closest spot that you ever came to the hole and not roll past it like that, I think I still would have lost, but I would have been closer. Obviously I would have been closer, but I would have gave myself a shot at it. So it's not as it's really not as important that you get trajectory as you can work on trajectory as you go by, but the deal to start off with is to get your spin right so that you stop at the closest point that you ever came to the cup and not roll past it. All right. Let's pull back a little. Pull back just a titch. I'm going to do 10%, so that'd be 3 rings. It's 1.5 per ring, so there's 4, 5. And then I'm going to lean just a little to put me back in the fairway. Hit it 1 ring great to the left. And this is definitely minus to the cup. Seems like it was 10, but man, that seems way downhill. I'd like to have a level 7 APOC. Wouldn't you all like to have a level 7 APOC? Raise your hand if you want a level 7 APOC and you don't have one. I bet you everybody's got their hand up. And if you don't, then you don't know what a level 7 APOC can do. The deal with a level 7 APOC is that it hits so far forward versus, let's say you had a maxed out big topper, which hits 230. Well, your APOC hits 240. And it has 85 topspin versus the 100. So, I mean, they're pretty close. So, like, there isn't, and it's super accurate. So, there's not much. What about, man, I'm eking towards men. I'm going to do mid. Yeah. Ball guide's getting wonky on me. Mid club, it's 1.3, so 6.6 divided by 1.3, 4.31 rings. There's 431. Hitting it perfect. Oh, and I slightly overpulled. I took off 15%, so it was 0.85, but I wasn't quite at min and I wasn't quite at mid. Mid would have been minimum's 1.9 and I did a 1.3, so that would have been like 1.6. I was 431. I overpulled a little 1.6, 3.5. And that's a big difference. Probably should have just taken off one. Like 4-3 minus 1. Going to the shootout. I had him. I had him on the hook. And let him off. I should have set that hook a little harder. It's one thing I miss about not travel. I used to travel a lot. I was on the road like 9 months out of the year. Sometimes I was on the road the whole year, all over the place. But usually in the spring, I went February, beginning of March, I'd go to the south. And I'd always end up hanging out at my buddy's house, and we'd go bass fishing until we got deployed. Sometimes that didn't happen, and sometimes I was there for 3 or 4 weeks. Get out there and do some topwater fishing when the weather's just right and the sun comes out, and really setting the hook. Doing the rough bump. Let's see if they can get the rough bump to work out for them. Perfect. They got the par 3s worked out. Close. .4. I'm going to just do 3.4 rings. How close can I get? I can get pretty close. Do 3.4 rings. I was going to add on 10%, but it's 1.1 at max. If you add on 10%, those balance out, so I'm just going to do the wind. Hitting it perfect. We'll see. We'll see if 10% puts me even close. Close. .34 of a yard. Okay, so that's a foot. Does that look like 12 inches to you? You know based off of that yardage that this is a bunch of men that made the yardage in this game. Yes, baby, that is a foot. Yes. Liars. How much time have we played here? 43. I got time for one more. One more. Let's see. Do I have an empty slot? Let's make sure. Yeah, I got an empty slot. I think this is a gold slot if I actually win. Maybe. Maybe. Only 100 trophies away from maxing out Tour 8 and then moving on to Tour 9. I'm going to max out. I had this. It was maxed out all the way to Tour 10. And I had a buddy who played this account for like 3 or 4 years, and he quit playing. I know that's probably breaking the rules, but when I got it back, it had 250 million in it and maxed out to Tour 10. And when I got it back, it had no trophies in Tour 10, or a few, and a few trophies in Tour 9, and a few trophies in Tour 8, and it was like halfway in Tour 7 and was missing Tour 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It had, so, and it had 25 million in it, or 22 million, or 20 million, or something in it. So lost 230 million and a shit ton of trophies. What was really hard was getting it maxed out up to Tour 7, going back, because a lot of that was playing replays. And you really got to be on your A game when you're playing Tour 2 with a replay, because you'll end up just, and it took me a bit to get all of my, to max out Tour 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to get all those trophies back. Well, my opponent bought a big ass ball, which helped him. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to play this. There is a shot. Can I get up there? No. No. Where are my bounces? Where are the bounces? Okay, I'm going to leave that wind in. It's going pretty well straight forward. Put a little bit of curl on it just to bring it back to the fairway. Just a titch of overpower. And I hit it great to the left, which probably isn't that bad of a thing. It's either going to make it or it's not. I can make that. I can make that. Maybe they'll miss their putt. We can hope. That is a long, for me, that would be a long putt. I'd give myself a 50-50 chance. Well, they're not in overpower, so I'd give myself a little better than a 50. Maybe a 75% chance I can make that putt. Maybe. Should be max. It's minimum hornet. It's max rapier. It's max rapier. .3 divided by 1.2, 6.1 rings. There's 5, there's 6, 1. Oh, fuck, and then I hit it 2 rings straight to the left. And still didn't make it, and it came in on the right. It's okay. It works out, dude. I'm a grown-up. It's not like I'm going to throw my tablet because I didn't make it. Oh my gosh, I was playing stylus golf. Dale Alvey calls it finger golf. It's not. Who the fuck uses their fingers? Do you? Okay, I suppose you could eat sandwiches with your fingers, but like, do you eat with your fingers? Like, hey, I gave you some spaghetti and gave you some stuff, and you eat with your fingers? No, you use a stylus. You use a fork. What are we? We're tool users. All right, I'm gonna have to. I can't go out on a losing streak, so we got to do one more. One more. If I can get to the right screen. One more. Let's see if we can win one more. Maybe. Big Zoe. GGC Golf Worldwide. Here we go. I'm going to make it in 1. No, I'm not making this in 1. If you bring in a big enough ball, you can go straight forward and go to the other side. My opponent is in the right spot. Nice, nicely done. Very nice. Very nice. Let's take this back right here. I think I need to be 3 rings off. I think it's 3.5 actually. I'm gonna do 4. What the hell? Yeah, almost 4. 9, 6, 7, 5 for a ring set. There's 7, 5, 9, 6. Max curl. Hitting it great on the outside, and I actually think that great on the outside might have helped me. Nice shot. That will work. That dog will hunt. The issue is on this shot right here, he's going to have an advantage. You can see where there he's got a Guardian and he's got a Titan and he's at max club, and I've got a 1 power ball versus a 3 power ball. We're in the same spot and I've got the same secondary club, so I will definitely have to put on some overpower in order to get over. That island is difficult because it's mounded, and unless you got a lot of topspin, if you're hitting, like you think, hey, I push it towards the front of it and then it'll go farther. Well, you push it towards the front and you're hitting on the downhill slide and the bounce is really flat. I'm going to be way the hell out here. 5, 6. It's 1.1 per ring at max, so 5 rings is 5, 5. There's 5, 5. I'm going to do a little more. 1 ring great to the right. My distance was good. That's the only thing I can say about that, was my distance was good. It's one of the things about hitting with a Guardian is it has a lot of backspin, so you can do max overpower shots if you give yourself lots of room. Like where I set that shot up, I could have hit it, I could have sliced it, and it still would have hit the fairway. The goal is not to try and, I mean, obviously if it goes in the hole, it would be pure shithouse luck, but the whole goal is just to get up there and give yourself an opportunity to get to the shootout. My 2 power ball versus their 3, and what the deal is a lot of these shootouts, the shootouts are set up for a lower power ball, so if you can make it to the shootout with the lower power ball, you're actually in a better spot in most cases. Not every time, but in most cases. A lot of times you'll find yourself with a bigger ball and you'll be in between clubs, right where you need to be. In the hole. All right, shootout time. Shootout. Last hole. Let's get a hole-in-one on the shootout. Call it a day. All right, I go first. I don't remember anything about this hole. Jeez. Max Grizzly. And I better do some big. How close can I get? I can't get close at all. 1.3 times 11.4 divided by 0.9. Geez, 16 rings. $16.5 rings. There's 10. There's 15, 16, 5, and that puts me a little bit into overpower. Hitting it perfect. Needed a little teeny bit more overpower than that. I thought I pulled myself back far enough from the red line to pull out all the rings, but 16.5 rings is a pool. Now, I could have gone in front of it and hit it with my Guardian. That's one of the reasons why you bring the Guardian, because it's got backspin and you can just backspin it up there and do the deal, but I wasn't thinking. Was not thinking. All right, there you have it. I ended on a losing streak. 2 in a row. Da-na-na-na. What a loser. I did pick up like 100 trophies today, so not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see if they'll rematch. If they'll rematch, I'll replay them. No dice. You guys aren't going to get any bonus content because Big Zoe did not want to do the deal. Thanks for watching. That was some Tour 8. Not too far away from breaking in, maxing it out, so I can maybe a couple more videos and I'll max this out and then we can move on to Tour 9. Thanks for watching. I'm going to shoot, this afternoon, I'll try and shoot a walkthrough video for the Nordic Fjords holes, and we'll see what happens this week. Stay safe and have a great day.